So hi and welcome everybody. Welcome back to the second part of the lecture. In the first part, we talked about the content of the course, the main topics we are going to cover, the wireless technologies, wireless devices, the application, the importance of wireless security, and we explained why we need wireless security. And I hope I was able to convince you enough of the importance and significance and the criticality of having robust security mechanism in wireless networks. Now we having talked about wireless, we need to compare wireless networks to wired so that we can understand the differences in their security. Now, the main differences between wired and wireless is the fact that wireless is open to the medium, that your signal goes into the air, while wired, the signal is confined within a cable, within the medium. That's actually the cable itself, whether it's copper or fiber or any material. Due to this critical reason, wireless needs more security than wired, because your signal in the air, anybody can listen to the signal, anybody can jam the signal, and we need effective mechanism that can overcome these problems. And in the table below, as you can see on your right-hand side, you have this simple picture that shows you the difference between wireless and wired. That in wireless, you don't need any cable, and wired, you always need to be connected with a cable. And on the left-hand side, we show you the differences between wired and wireless in terms of different parameters, including mobility, reliability, interference, environment constraints, connection speed, support, switch port, and cost. Most of them are intuitive. Anybody can understand the key differences between them. But the key thing here is to understand that wired networks are more secure than wireless. And this requires that we develop and work more on the security of wireless networks, because they are open to the air, and we need to come up with reliable, robust, and resilient approaches that can ensure the security even when the signal in the air and being exposed and being accessed from different users or within the range of different users in the network. And as is the case with man in the middle, as is the case with wired networks, wireless networks also exposed to malicious attacks, including eavesdropping, denial of service, jamming, spoofing attack, and man in the middle, and message falsification, message injection, modification, and some other ones we will talk about in more depth in the coming slides. So here we show we continue talking about the differences between wired and wireless, and more importantly, we just explained to you that if we were to summarize this briefly, we can draw these two circles. We could draw these two circles where we put wired attacks at the left side and wireless at the right side, and there are some common attacks between them. We said that these common attacks belong to the layers. Belong to the layers which are to these layers. Common attacks are associated with these layers: application, transport, network. When I say application, I mean application representation session, transport, and network. So the common attacks for wireless and wireless are these layers. Wired attacks related to PHY and MAC is different from the wireless attack related to PHY and MAC, because the structure of the MAC here is different from the structure of the MAC in wireless, and the structure of the MAC in wired is different from the structure of the MAC in physical layer in wireless networks. And due to these reasons, wireless has unique properties, unique features that make it a little bit completely more challenging than wired. So in a more explanatory figure, you can have a look at this figure, and you can see that we have network, transport, application. They have the same things. And I just explained maybe in the first part where I said if you have SQL injection or application security at a WordPress level or a website level or an iOS level or Android level, they are applicable everywhere, whether wired or wireless. If you have port security level, it's the same. SSL, HTTPS, they are the same. Network, IP security, they are the same for both wired and wireless. What's different is when you go to the Mac and PHY. Mac regulate the access of the users to the resources of the network,